Hey there, paper geeks and glitter nerds, it's Anna the Crazy Geek Crafter, and this week's card is a monochromatic card. This time we're tackling the color pink. Here are the rules, quite quickly. All products are permitted if they're in the designated color. Pattern paper must only be the designated color. Small amounts of black and white are permitted, for example for stamping and eyes on characters. And the hashtag for this challenge, if you want to participate, is cgcmonochallenge. Now let's jump into the project with a first look at all the pink things I have in my stash. I have some different drops, some sequins, some embossing powder, some, I think, glass beads. Then I have one color for stamping and two in distress inks. I have quite a few different hues in the pink. I now have full A4 sheets in quite a few colors. This one doesn't look that pink, but in real life it is more towards the pink than the yellow as it appears on the video. A few pattern papers, and I found a few more in this block. And let's get started. I had been contemplating this card for about 2 weeks, so I actually had an idea of what to do this time, not like with the purple card where I had absolutely no clue. I'm going to do a technique that is mostly used for scraps. It's very popular on Danish crafting sites at the moment. You see that in a minute. But these are the two main colors for my card. If you're using this technique for scraps, you would probably not be doing it like I am doing it here. But for my purpose, this worked out great. I'm taking off 2mm width of the entire panel here. And that one goes in the scrap. And then I cut another piece at another angle. And so on and so forth with the 2mm. I will use some tape to hold it in place while I glue it down. And you could leave it like that, but I have some other plans. I'm not well versed in mixed media projects, but I do have this modeling paste, and it smells suspiciously like acrylic paint actually. So I figured I could tint it pink and try it out on this card for some rough texture. I was very careful with my ink cube, I thought, and then I dropped it into the paste. I hate when these things happen. But I do believe I managed to save it, and I didn't dare try and put more pink on this palette of mine, which is a laminated piece of white cardstock, by the way. So now it's just smearing it onto the panel, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it with some beads, because why not? And I actually think it made the card kind of look like cake, which is weird. While the paste dries, I can't do much other than figure out a sentiment, and I'm choosing this one, which says congratulations. I like the graphic of it, the way it's stacked, and I'm gonna stack the die cuts also. And I'm gonna glue it on while the paste is still wet so that I can actually push the sentiment, which is now higher than normal cardstock, into the paste a little bit. I did let the panel dry and then look at it, and I figured I didn't want to do anything more to the card. That might be my mistake and why I'm not very good at mixed media, because people just keep on going and at some point it looks wonderful, and I don't have the courage to keep going. So this is my card for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Here is a close-up of the card. The beads are throwing off its color a little bit, and here are all the cards in the series. I hope you enjoyed it, and that you will be back next week for another card. If you're afraid to miss it, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. Until next time, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening or night.